Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my video, my channel. This is Rosie Rosette 2020 and it is July 16th. I'm in my beautiful studio, my garage in my apartment building, and it's really hot in here. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm suffering because of you guys. Okay, so two things. One thing, Trump's campaign. I heard he fired everyone. Hmm. You think? You think your numbers are doing poorly, whatever? Well, guess what? You're doing a poor job. It's not your campaign managers, it's you. You're the reason why you're doing bad, not your campaign staff and your officials. It's you, Trump. You don't get it. You need to, before campaign, you need to leave campaigning alone. Like, they need to postpone the election, maybe until December. Yeah, until December, considering that everything that's going on. Even, postpone it until January. Have it January 1st, then you go in the office January 15th or whatever, or, Biden. Oh, God. I thought walking back to work. So apparently Trump shakes up campaign staff, demotes top manager as polls show him behind Biden. But it's not the campaign's manager's fault. It's your fault. You're doing a shitty job. You got 135,000 people who are dead. That, because of what? Because of coronavirus. Okay, so that leads me on to Florida teachers draft wills before returning to class over COVID-19. Now, let me tell you something. It ain't that much money in the world. That's why I'm glad I'm not a nurse. I was going to be a nurse, and my grandmother died, and I don't know. That's a shame that you would have to go to work and you may possibly, you may possibly get the COVID virus and die. That you have to write up a will because you may possibly catch the virus from some of the little kids that, are transferring the bacteria or the virus, go into a hospital, okay? Go into isolation, not see any of your kin, and die. All because you have to do your job as a teacher and teach the kids. But there's no vaccine. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If there's no vaccine, why are they making teachers go back? So, and what, do they have to sign a waiver or something like that? Is government paying for people who contract this virus while working on the front line? So what is Congress? When is Congress coming back? Congress and the Senate. What's going on? When are they coming back? Because you guys are going to have to fix something. There's no way that you can demand teachers to go back to work under such conditions. So, and in San Quentin, again, there should not be 113,000 inmates in a state. That's ridiculous. All of the non-criminal, or not non-criminal, just drugs. What is it called when you got locked up because of drugs, but you didn't do any murders or, molest any kids or anything? Non-criminal? No, it's no. It's non-something. I can't think of it right now. Anyway, all of those charges need to be dropped. All of those prisoners need to be released. Now, if you killed someone, if you're a pedophile, you need to, you need to stay in. And they need to throw away the key. But if if it's on drug charges and all that, because basically all the drugs are almost legal now. Almost, not meth and crystal and I guess heroin. Okay, not all of them are legal, but still. What is it called? Not harmful? No. Something non-criminal. No, it's not non-criminal. Something. Drug charges. I'll just say anyone that has a drug charge, they need to be released. San Quentin is they're overflowing with coronavirus cases, COVID-19 cases. What are you going to do? Are you going to let them all just sit there and die? I think 11 prisoners have died. I think 200 prisoners have it. I think 80 staff or something like that. The numbers are really high and in such close quarters. You can't have that. You can't have that. You just can't. Nonviolent, that's it. Ugh. Nonviolent charges. Mm-mm. Let them out. Let them out. Just like Trump, just like you let out, your best friend or whatever, nonviolent charge because of the coronavirus, let them out. Let them out. Now the rape cases, the murder cases, all that, they have to stay because it's bad enough out here. Literally, it's bad enough. But so back to the teachers. You can't demand that they go back. Like, these kids are just gonna have to, take a year off or something. I don't know. This is really bad because the kids got to go back to school. These parents have to work, as far as food and, literature, their minds. The only kids that need to be in school are special ed. Now, there's enough room for you guys to house special ed kids that, are on the spectrum. Now, those kids, they're not as touchy-feely or whatever. The high-functioning ones or the mid-functioning ones, they need to be in school because of their development. You know what I'm saying? They need to develop. But as far as the other ones, no. They need to stay at home. I don't know where they need to stay, but they can't all come to school when the numbers are escalating. They're not decreasing, they're increasing. So what part of this tragedy of the pandemic do you guys not understand, Trump and your staff and Gavin Newsom and the superintendent of the schools or whatever? This can't happen. But this is not our fault. This is your fault because you guys opened up the doors and, increased the phases too quickly. We should have all stayed inside all summer. I don't care if it's hot. All summer we were already inside for 2 or 3 months. 2 more months would not have killed us. Stayed inside, got these numbers down, had a plan, an ironclad plan, so that when the schools do open up, we could have been ready. But no, you guys didn't want to do that. No, you needed to open up because these people needed to party and parlay and travel and all that or whatever. I get businesses need to, open up. I understand that. I would be a solid fool not to understand that, the markets were about to crash. Thank God they haven't crashed. I don't know. I haven't looked at the news. I just can't do it. But for teachers to have to sign a will before they go back to work is just insane. I mean, it's good planning, don't get me wrong. But to think that they may contract this virus and die, that's just heartbreaking. It's just sad. This is a really sad state of America, in the world. But definitely in America, because we're supposed to be a superpower. But we can't even handle this. Do you know that our passport has devalued? I think we're like 25 on the list. Before you had American passport, that meant something. You can almost get into almost any country. Maybe India and China, maybe, or Russia, you might have some. But almost every other country in the world, here you go. Here's my visa, whatever. I'm American. No, it doesn't work like that. Why? We never had any problems under any other president. No, we didn't have any under Obama. No. That passport was worth a lot. It was valuable. Not anymore. No. They don't even want us. They don't want our money. No. You keep your money and your viruses. No. You stay over there. We'll get money from some other people, not you guys. I may never ever get to Cuba. Okay, but I'm talking about Cuba, but when in fact these teachers, They have to keep their jobs. So they have to risk their lives right out of will, with the possibility of being contaminated by kids. It's not the kids' fault. It's not the teacher's fault. But it could happen. And that's the sad part about it. You can't control, these kids are bad. So you tell them to wash their hands. You can't tell me to wash my hands. You tell the kids to wear a mask. My mama says I don't have to wear a mask, and I'll call her right now or whatever. Then the mom comes in. You told my son to wear a mask and wash their hands. Kids don't wash their hands after they use bathroom. Then they touch the handles to touch the toilet thing or whatever, and then they put those germs on the doorknob. Oh, it's just, no, that's too much cross-contamination. Too much bacteria, too many germs. No. If they're not going to open up the gyms, what makes you think it's okay to open up schools? I get it that these kids need to learn, but you guys are going to have to figure out a way. Okay, so this is where Bill Gates needs to come in. Okay, now, Bill Gates, you need to figure out something. If since you're such a genius, you figure out how all these kids are going to get educated. Stay away from the vaccines unless you and your kids and your wife take them first. Okay? If you guys are not taking them, don't ask me to take nothing. All right? Nothing. But Bill Gates, what you can do is figure out how all these kids are going to get educated. Mr. Know-it-all. All right? You figure it out. Since you feel so self-important that you got to put your 2 cents in. I don't know where your 2 cents came from. Yeah, I get it that you run organizations to kill people in Africa and Congo or whatever. I get that, allegedly. Now. But Trump, you're going to have to figure this out, because ain't no way in hell that teachers should be writing out wills to go back to work.